So I just wanted to let you know that if you felt hurt from a process before, that every single time we hear something like that,
I don't feel hurt.
We update it to make people.
Else? I'll just shut up.
We update it to make people feel better. So, I would never want you to get hurt, man. Yeah, legitimately, just like everyone on this show, I want you to do better. I would love to find a way for you to get out of a homeless situation. Yeah, it's the merch based on you.
I'm glad I gave you that, man.
I know. I am too. Actually, we have a gift. You want it?
Sure. Where you go? Oh, I thought it looked cheap, dude. I was not happy with it.
It wasn't.
It just looks too cheap.
Our Dirty Money merch has done incredible. This merch did terrible.
I mean, like, I don't want it.
When's the last time you've had a job?
I've had several clients since. Yeah. Individual clients.
Doing what?
Content marketing. Like this. Like you.
Well, what would you do for them?
I do content marketing. I write.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah.
How much
perform.
How much were you making in those positions?
It depends on the piece of content.
Okay. And are you still doing that today?
Right now, I'm doing it at the moment. Right now.
Awesome. What are you making right now?
I'm making about $3,000 to $4,000 a month. Between that and Uber, I'm supplementing with Uber, but I'm actually losing money on Uber. And you were the one who was like, everyone's doing Uber.
Everyone's
doing Uber. Roll the clip. If you're an honest man, roll the clip from last show.
Well, I think what you're talking about.
Roll the clip.
2 years ago.
If you're an honest man, roll the clip.
I will roll any clip.
In Austin, I know Uber Eats drivers who I've personally met and talked to who are raking in like $80,000 a year. And that is not the amount of depreciation in gas they are taking in their cars.
And repairs and insurance.
And repairs
you have to pay more in insurance when you do that too.
I know.
It's crazy. It becomes a whole thing.
It becomes a whole thing. $80,000 is also a thing.
Yeah.
I've never removed a piece of content.
Everyone does it. You were so confident that people are making tons of money on Uber Eats. And I was like, I've already driven on Lyft. And I'm already familiar with the rideshare model.
Oh, sure.
And I know it's not working. It is a good app that tricks people into thinking that they're turning a profit. But when you look at it on an accounting basis, it's not a profit.
Well, I'll give you the rundown.
I did it again. I did, how many hours? 400 hours over the last 3 months just to prove you wrong. I drove 6,000 miles. Wow. I lost money. Incredibly.
So here's the thing.
Incredibly. I knew it was going to happen.
2 years ago when we filmed.
It wasn't 2 years ago. It was about a year and a half ago.
About a year and a half ago when we filmed. Getting out of the pandemic, Uber Eats was actually was making really good money in the Austin
I'm not sure
in the area.
If it was like that good because I did it then too.
Yeah.
But I didn't make money. I did it right after. Remember
I
when
knew a lot of people that were making good money in Austin.
Said, man, I just tried this and it's not making money. I didn't like make a real big go at it, but I recently made a big go at it just to show you that you're wrong.
Okay, well, I didn't say it with you. I don't know how you went about it, but all I'm saying is today, you're right. It's not as good as it was during those pandemic days.
It's not profitable at all.
People are making profits.
No,
again, I don't know how you did it.
Boy. Oh, nobody out there is turning a profit, man.
That's not correct, but...
Wow. There's lawsuits going on right now, man. And it's actually a safety issue. It's bad.
They want to hear you. Your beautiful voice.
Oh, thank you. I'll sing later.
No. Little talent show. So you're making about $3,000 to $4,000 a month right now. Why are you currently homeless?
Well, I've been on the road. I went to Los Angeles.
It's like by choice.
Kind of, sort of, maybe. I don't know. I broke my foot pretty bad in what was that? Fall of last year. I couldn't get up the stairs. Had to move in with my parents, and that was fraught because, well, there's history there.
Sure.
And then I moved out to Los Angeles thinking, I had success out in Los Angeles. But that was so many years ago. Everybody's moved on.
Yeah, when you had your agency, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, which was pretty successful. Why have you, at least according to you, why have you not considered going back into it? Your advertising agency.
Well, I had all the components back then. I mean, I had designers. I was really on the breakthrough of like new UX designs, and in search engine marketing, I was on the leading edge. You know, like
why aren't you willing to go into that again though? If it was so successful,
everyone's doing it, and it's become so commoditized that there's no room for the bespoke craft anymore. That's really it. There's content management systems. Everybody's using Squarespace. There's there's not a lot of room for bespoke responsive design. You can just get your Squarespace for like $10 now, and you know, just plug it all in. Content marketing is oversaturated. Everyone's doing it. Back then, nobody
Well, that's what you're
was.
doing.
Oh, well, this is a different form. Video has a higher ad value.
Now, what were the PayPals coming in? Like, where did that come from?
Oh, clients.
So you actually made 2,000.
Yeah.
Like, okay, that is less than the 3 to 4 you said, but you made 2,000 bucks. Like, that is money.
I mean, it's something.
So you're writing content, like blogs on their sites and social posts.
Ghostwriting mostly.
And we know you like to type.
Yes, I do. Especially when I'm getting harassed by your fans.
You're the only person that's ever been on our show that has a special folder.
Oh, good.
It goes right to the Brent folder.
Yeah,
now,
thank you.
To be clear, I want to just call this out because unfortunately, once you do become large enough, I mean, there's certain things you just can't control. But I do want to call out to the audience, please never reach out to the guests, especially not their family members. We use fake names for guests now. That's been a policy
smart.
these last
Thank
6 months.
Yeah.
Well, when
Good
we filmed with you, your video started putting us on the map. What are we getting? Like 10,000 views per episode. So this is like, this is like a hobby stuff. This is like a career now.
Right.
So but please do not reach out to them.
Oh, totally.
It's now mandatory that people use a fake name, by the way.
Oh, good.
So,
well, I'm glad, Caleb. That makes me actually feel a little bit better.
I mean, we're always happy to make changes to make things better for the guest. And I'm happy to have you back on here. So, in your spending this last month, or in terms of what came in, again, I told you PayPal then was almost 2,000, and then you did have Uber of about 1,000. Now, what do you think? So, $3,118 came in. How much do you think went out spending total?
I don't remember looking at the statement. I think it was probably like $200 left.
Pretty close. You had about 100 left.
Yeah, I'm getting Airbnbs for 40 to 70. Sometimes motels. Sometimes staying in. I've slept in parks before. If it's a nice night out.
Do you want to settle down somewhere? Like where do you want to be? You want to?
Man.
Okay, because you are making enough.
I got robbed in LA and I actually had to busk my way back. You know what's really funny? I got robbed, wallet and cell phone. Then my Bank of America account got hacked.
That is funny.
I go into a Bank of America. I didn't know it worked like this anymore. I mean, if they have the two-factor authentication, they've got you, right?
Right.
They've got your phone and your ID and your debit card. They've got you. I went into a Bank of America with no ID. Texas DPS sent me a temporary encrypted driver's license that I had on my laptop. Went into Bank of America with that. Said, I've just been hacked. I need to stop this right now. They could not verify me. There's somebody. I was like, I'm the guy. This is my account.
Yeah.
It's like, I know everything about the account. I can give you the details. I have a temporary driver's license from Texas DPS. I have a police report on file. Here's all of these things. I'm helpless in a Bank of America. So I had no way to receive money either. You can't get money wired to you. I asked my dad, you can't get money wired to you. I busked for gas money.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It was incredible, astonishing. I didn't know it worked like that.
Yeah.
I was just, I had no idea it worked like that. I'm glad I made it back to Texas.
I'm glad you made it back too. I'm glad you're safe.